Have you ever woken up feeling more tired than when you went to bed? Maybe your legs feel heavy, your back aches, or it takes a few moments just to get your balance. You're not alone. A lot of people over 70 wake up wondering why mornings feel harder now than they used to. The truth is, your mornings matter more than you might think. What you do or don't do in those first waking hours can shape your entire day. And unfortunately, there are a few common mistakes many seniors make, without even realizing it, mistakes that can slowly chip away at your health, energy, and independence. But the good news, these are completely fixable. In fact, just by changing a few morning habits, you could feel more energized, move with more confidence, and even prevent serious health issues down the line. Let's talk about them, one by one, so you can take back your mornings and protect your well-being. Now let me ask you this. Do you ever jump out of bed as soon as you wake up thinking, I've got things to do, let's get going? That brings us to the first dangerous mistake, and it's more serious than it sounds. A lot of people make the mistake of the getting up too quickly in the morning. It sounds harmless, right? But here's what happens. After hours of lying down, your blood pressure naturally drops. Your heart rate slows. The moment you go from lying to standing too fast, your body struggles to adjust, especially if you're older. The result? Sudden dizziness, lightheadedness, even blackouts. Many falls that happen at home, particularly in the bathroom, are due to this exact mistake. And as we age, a fall isn't just a bruise or a scare. It can lead to a fractured hip, loss of mobility, and in some cases, permanent changes to your independence. So how do you avoid it? The trick is simple. Take your time. When you first open your eyes, sit up slowly. Swing your legs over the side of the bed and take a few deep breaths. Let your body wake up with you. Some doctors even recommend what's called the 30-second rule. You sit on the edge of the bed for half a minute, flexing your ankles or wiggling your toes to get your circulation going. Think of it like warming up your car on a cold morning. You wouldn't just turn the key and slam on the gas. You ease into it. Now let's move on to another habit that seems innocent but can quietly sabotage your day. This one might surprise you. It's skipping water first thing in the morning. Most people don't realize this, but you actually wake up dehydrated. You've gone 6 to 8 hours without a sip of water, and your body is craving hydration. Yet so many people over 70 reach straight for a cup of coffee or tea without even thinking about water. And while a warm drink might feel comforting, it won't replenish the fluids your body lost overnight. Why does this matter? Because dehydration affects everything: your blood pressure, your digestion, your joints, your memory. In fact, studies have shown that even mild dehydration in older adults can cause confusion, fatigue, and dizziness. You might think you're just feeling your age, but sometimes it's simply your body saying, I'm thirsty. Here's a quick fix. Before you eat, before you sip your coffee, reach for a glass of water. Just 8 to 12 ounces can make a huge difference. If plain water doesn't appeal to you in the morning, try warm water with a squeeze of lemon. It's gentle on your stomach, wakes up your digestive system, and gives you a little boost of vitamin C to start the day. Another tip? Keep a glass or bottle of water right by your bed. That way, you don't even have to think about it. It becomes a natural part of your morning rhythm. And if you're someone who gets up during the night, you can even take a few sips then too. These might sound like small changes, but they're powerful. And when you add them together, getting up slowly and drinking water, you're already protecting your balance, boosting your brain, and giving your heart a healthier start to the day. It's like building a strong foundation. Everything else, your meals, your movements, your mood, becomes easier when your morning is steady and intentional. Now, as we continue, there's another morning mistake that might be affecting not just your body, but your mindset and motivation for the entire day. Have you ever noticed how easy it is to feel overwhelmed before you've even had breakfast? Maybe you wake up, glance at the clock, and suddenly your mind starts racing. Laundry, doctor appointments, bills, errands. Or maybe you just sit there in silence and let the weight of the day press down on you before your feet even touch the floor. This brings us to another silent mistake: many people over 70 don't even realize they're making. Starting the day without any intention, movement, or structure. You see, retirement or an empty nest can mean more time, but also less routine. And without structure, the mind can drift into worry, loneliness, or even depression. A blank slate can be freeing, but it can also become a trap. Your morning sets the tone for your whole day. When you start the day slowly, passively, or without a sense of purpose, it becomes harder to find momentum. Your mind can start to spiral, your body stays stiff, and motivation fizzles before it even begins. But here's the thing, you don't need a full schedule to feel purposeful. A simple morning ritual can be enough to transform your whole day. It might be as easy as opening the blinds, stretching your arms up toward the ceiling, and saying one thing you're grateful for. Or maybe it's writing down 3 small goals. For the day, nothing fancy, just enough to give you direction. Water the plants, call a friend, take a short walk. That's it. Movement is key here too. Even 5 minutes of gentle stretching can unlock stiff joints and send signals to your brain that say, "Hey, we're awake now. Let's go." Roll your shoulders, rotate your ankles, gently twist side to side while seated. These little movements keep your joints lubricated and your muscles active. It's not about breaking a sweat. It's about breaking the stillness. If you can, try doing it by a window with natural light. Sunlight helps regulate your circadian rhythm, the body's natural clock, and tells your brain that it's time to be alert. This can help you sleep better at night too. Think of morning light as nature's version of coffee, only with no crash later. Now let's talk about one more common morning mistake. This one often starts with good intentions but can backfire without you even noticing. Have you ever taken your medications or supplements on an empty stomach? Maybe you've been told to take something first thing in the morning, so you do, before breakfast, before anything else. But here's the danger. Certain medications and vitamins can irritate your stomach lining, especially if there's nothing there to cushion them. And as we age, our stomachs become more sensitive to these triggers. Taking pills without food can lead to nausea, bloating, dizziness, or even damage over time. Iron supplements, for example, are notorious for causing stomach upset. Some blood pressure medications and anti-inflammatories can also increase the risk of ulcers when taken without food. So what should you do instead? Unless your doctor specifically tells you to take a certain medication on an empty stomach, it's generally safer to eat a little something first. A banana, a slice of toast, a few bites of oatmeal, just enough to give your stomach a buffer, and always drink a full glass of water when taking pills. This helps prevent them from getting stuck in your throat or irritating your esophagus. It's also a good idea to organize your medications the night before so you're not fumbling in the morning. A simple pill organizer, a sticky note reminder, or even a timer on your phone can make all the difference in making sure you take the right medications at the right time, with the right support. Think of it this way, your body is working hard for you, even as it ages. The least we can do is give it a gentle, thoughtful start to the day. You deserve a morning that feels calm, steady, and safe. All of these habits, getting up slowly, hydrating properly, moving with intention, and taking medications with care, build upon each other. They're not about being perfect. They're about giving yourself the best chance to feel strong, balanced, and focused. And isn't that what we all want? To feel in control of our own mornings? There's still one more mistake we haven't talked about yet. It's one that doesn't just affect your physical health, but your relationships, your energy, and your emotional well-being. It's a trap many people fall into without even realizing it, and it can quietly drain the joy out of your entire day. You see, one of the most overlooked morning mistakes people over 70 often make isn't physical. It's emotional disconnection. It starts subtly. Maybe you wake up and don't have anyone to talk to. No messages waiting. No breakfast conversation. The house is quiet, maybe too quiet. And that silence can begin to feel heavy. Slowly, over days or weeks, it turns into a kind of loneliness that's hard to shake. And here's the problem. Loneliness doesn't just affect your mood. It affects your energy, your memory, your immune system, even your heart health. In fact, studies show that chronic loneliness can be as damaging as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Think about that. It's not just sad, it's dangerous. So how does this tie into your mornings? Well, mornings are when you're the most mentally clear, emotionally open, and biologically responsive. If you're starting that part of your day in isolation, scrolling through the news, sitting in silence, or just staring out the window, you're setting the emotional tone for the rest of the day. But here's the good news. You don't need a house full of people to feel connected. One small habit can change everything. Try reaching out, just once, in the morning. Send a quick text to a friend. Leave a cheerful voicemail for your sister. Step outside and wave to a neighbor walking their dog. Join an online group for older adults with shared interests. There are thousands, and many are free. Even writing a letter just for fun can lift your spirit and spark joy. And if you live alone, create a morning check-in ritual. It could be as simple as calling someone every morning at the same time, like a morning buddy system, or video chatting with a grandchild over coffee. You're not being a burden, you're building a bond. Human connection is like oxygen for the soul. We all need it. Another way to fill that emotional gap is to connect with yourself first. Before the world gets loud and busy, spend 5 quiet minutes doing something that brings you peace. This might be reading a short devotional, journaling, or even playing a favorite song that reminds you of joyful times. It's not self-indulgent, it's self-care. And it sets your emotional compass for the day. You might even consider starting a gratitude journal. Just one sentence each morning. I'm grateful for the sound of the birds outside. I'm thankful for the warmth of this coffee. These little acknowledgments rewire your brain to seek the good, even in small things. There's one more thing I want to mention before we wrap up, and it's this. Don't underestimate the power of your own voice in your morning routine. What are you telling yourself when you wake up? Are your first thoughts filled with dread or discomfort? Or are they hopeful? Instead of, another stiff morning, try saying, my body is waking up and I'm giving it time. Instead of, there's nothing to look forward to today, try, I'm open to something good happening. These small shifts in language create huge shifts in mindset, because here's the truth. Your morning is not just a beginning. It's a message you send to your body, your brain, and your spirit. That message can say, I'm barely hanging. Or it can say, I'm still here and I'm making the most of today. You deserve mornings that feel calm, connected, and meaningful. Not rushed, not lonely, not painful, just peaceful, one step at a time. One good choice after another. So whether it's a glass of water, a stretch by the window, a kind message to a friend, or a soft word to yourself, remember, you're shaping your day with every little action. You're giving yourself the best chance to thrive no matter your age. And isn't that what we all want? To not just get through the day, but to actually enjoy it? Now, before we go, I want to thank you for spending this time with me. You could have been anywhere, doing anything, and you chose to be here, taking care of yourself. That matters, and it means more than you know. If this message spoke to you, if you found even one tip helpful, go ahead and hit that like button. It helps us reach more people just like you. And if you'd like more videos about feeling stronger, healthier, and happier at any age, make sure to subscribe and tap the notification bell so you never miss an update. And most importantly, I'd love to hear from you. What's one thing you've added or removed from your morning routine that's made a difference? Share it in the comments below. You might inspire someone else who's watching today. You are not alone on this journey. You are not forgotten, and your best days are not behind you. They're still being written. So take a deep breath, lift your chin, and step into your morning with hope. Here's to living your best life, starting today and every day after. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please hit that like button. It really helps us out. Drop a comment to share your thoughts or ask questions, and tell us what topics you'd like us to cover next. And of course, subscribe. And turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our health tips. Stay strong, stay healthy, and we'll see you in the next video.